Hey guys, it's Rob back with another movie review. In light of the new Godzilla film coming out soon, which I am looking very much forward to. Because I think it looks really cool, back to Godzilla roots. You know, they're making it like a scary Godzilla film, which I've always wanted them to do. I'm going to review the 1998 Godzilla film. Right here. And, okay, I just want to put this on record. I used to love this film. Back, I saw it in the theater. Back in the time, I loved the film. I even loved the soundtrack. I was in one of those phases where I loved rap music a lot. And Puff Daddy had that one song on here. What was it? Come with me. I played the shit out of that song. I used to listen to it while playing basketball. And I think the soundtrack was more popular than the movie. I don't know. The soundtrack, I don't remember how popular that was, but I do know that everybody, like all of my friends, like on my block and everything, had that soundtrack, and they were always listening to it. The movie itself, though, for that time was really good. I thought the special effects in Godzilla, it was really well done, I thought. He's a giant lizard, basically. He didn't really look like a dinosaur. He was very different looking. He looked more like a regular lizard, with some features, like on his back and everything. He looked more like a lizard. That's all I can say. Just a giant lizard. His mouth was bigger, his snout and everything. He didn't breathe fire, even though in this movie it was like there was fire there already, but when he roared, like the wind made the fire spread out, so that was your explanation of him breathing fire and whatever. I mean, there wasn't any monsters to fight. You have Matthew Broderick in this film, who is this geeky kid who collects samples of shit, like, oh, I like earthworms. I'm gonna go test some earthworms. Oh my God, you say you got a giant lizard? Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, that's a giant lizard by radioactivity. And it's mutated. Like these earthworms. I'm Matthew Broderick. That was my impression. Probably not very good. But anyway, I didn't care about his story in this. He had like this girlfriend who works for the news. Like, I guess they were sweethearts in college or something like that. And they get, they reunite. It's like, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about those characters. Like, I even thought she was annoying. Let alone Matthew Broderick. The guy who played the professional. What was his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. I didn't care about the human elements. I didn't care about the side stories with the humans. All I wanted to see was the military trying to do something about this huge, creature, Godzilla. What did you see? Godzilla. Gojira. Gojira. What are you saying? Gojira? Gojira? What's this fucker saying? There's some scenes in here too that just don't make sense. Like, how the fuck can a lizard this big fucking disappear on the island of Manhattan? I've been to Manhattan, and it's not really that big of a place. I mean, yeah, tall buildings, but it's basically like an island. And Godzilla ends up hiding. Like, no one can find him. This creature that's bigger than a building is gone. Well, that's because he's actually a lizard, and lizards can crawl through tight spaces, cracks. Okay, but you're forgetting one thing. He's a fucking giant mutated lizard. He has things sticking up on his back. A regular lizard does not have that. Okay? How can he slip through a fucking crack? Godzilla's able to hide underground and not be noticed till they go underground and they find him hiding. So they lure him in the city by dumping tons of fish. And that's what he eats, fish. Good for him. They found out what he likes to eat. So the military, I mean, there's some good scenes, like the helicopters are chasing him around the buildings, and Godzilla's kind of outsmarting them. There's this helicopter that's, you know, looking through this building, and Godzilla comes from behind and attacks him. You know, the lizard, he's pretty smart. Pretty smart. But I thought he was supposed to be dumber than King Kong, because King Kong was always smarter. Like, you know, in the movie King Kong vs. Godzilla, they talk about how big King Kong's brain is compared to Godzilla's brain, which is a little tiny marble. Does that even matter in this film? I guess it doesn't really, because he's smart as hell. He's smarter than us. And there's some scenes in here, too, like, I didn't really care for where Godzilla had babies. Like all these eggs, and they start to hatch, and there's like these mini Godzilla creatures. And they look like velociraptors from Jurassic Park. I mean, they even sound like them. When they run with their hind legs and leap and stuff, they're like velociraptors. That's what they are. That's what they look like, velociraptors. That's another thing I hated about the film. They didn't need that. They didn't need the humans to go against something else. They needed... Why couldn't they just concentrate the most on Godzilla? Why couldn't they make him more destructive? The movie's PG-13, but they could have done more stuff with him. Oh my god, missiles hurt Godzilla. We can kill Godzilla with missiles. He gets tied up on that bridge and they just shoot the shit out of him from the side with missiles. That doesn't happen. Godzilla is a badass. He's unstoppable. You ought to know by now from the Godzilla films that missiles do not destroy Godzilla. Lasers don't destroy Godzilla. Electricity doesn't destroy Godzilla. Nuclear bombs don't destroy Godzilla. Fucking nothing. But this is the pussy-ass version of Godzilla, I guess. They tried to make it, well, we're trying to make it more realistic. Yeah, he mutated into this giant, that's realistic. He mutated into this giant lizard, but he's still a living thing, so we can kill it. Okay. I don't know. The movie had some good parts. It had some entertaining parts, but mostly when I watch this film now, I mean, I like Roland Emmerich. I like his films. He's a very visual director. He does broad, big movies. You know, big cityscapes. Godzilla is a big creature. So, I mean, he likes to do these big, vast movies where a lot of shit's going on. But I just think he took kind of a wrong turn with this. Like, he should have concentrated more on Godzilla and less about the stupid humans and their fucking relationships, and then going underground with the baby Godzillas and looking like velociraptors, Jurassic Park all over again, Lost World. Fuck that. I mean, I didn't really... that was not necessary. Really, it was not. Not necessary. To me, this film is just alright. I mean, it's just alright. Since I bought it on DVD like a long time ago, I've only seen it once. And I've never watched it again because it doesn't appeal to me anymore. I guess I don't like this as much as I did back in 1998. A lot of things have changed. But this new Godzilla film, I just feel like we're going to go back to the roots of Godzilla, and it's going to be like a destructive movie. He's a big ass, he looks like he should look. He's breathing fire. He's going to, rumored there are going to be more monsters in the film. And it just looks like a scary film, which is how it should be, a monster film. It should create that fear that there's something so big that you cannot stop it, a destructive force that you cannot stop. Just like when weather happens, like Mother Nature, when she rips through, with storms and stuff, big, huge tornadoes, destructive force that you can't stop. You can run, but you can't hide. With Godzilla, it should be the same thing. I didn't feel that in this film. Godzilla was more the pussy. He fucking hid. Or she, whatever. I don't know, say what you want. If you like this film, that's cool. I guess it does have a little bit of nostalgic stuff, whatever. The soundtrack was the thing that I was mostly interested in. But other than that, there it is, the 1998 Godzilla film. And, I told you my feelings on it, and it's just okay film. That's all. It's really nothing much to say about it. It's just okay. But anyway, like I said, if you like the film, that's cool. Not going to bash you. Just giving you my honest thoughts about it. I can't wait to see the new Godzilla movie, though. I will definitely be reviewing that when it comes up. So, thank you for watching this review of Godzilla, the 1998 film. And stay tuned for more reviews. And, my videos, I always like to tell you in depth about what I'm trying to point out. Even if it means spoiling the film. I don't necessarily do that on purpose. I just want to be able to explain to you why I feel the way I do. And, I just don't want to say, well, I didn't like it, that's it. Now, I want to tell you and show you why I didn't like it. Just to give you a better understanding of where I'm coming from. And even though our opinions may be different, still, you can maybe appreciate and respect what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go in depth to tell you why I feel the way I do. So I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, stay tuned the next time. More reviews coming up. This is Rob signing off. Oh, my back. Oh, fuck.